Well, it's been a long time coming, but your Disney experience is about to get a little bit more normal. Scratch that. It's getting a lot more normal. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome. My name's Lindsay, aka SwishWilly, and I talk about all things Disney. So if you're into that sort of thing, make sure you click subscribe, hit the notification bell to be notified each time I make a new video. Now, I'm sure you guys have already heard the massive news that has been taking the Disney Parks world by storm. Our Disney Parks experiences are finally back to being a smidgen away from completely normal. But Lindsay, what do you mean by that? How is my world getting a little bit more normal when I hit a Disney park? Great question. Now, Disney made two major announcements this past week. One, huge mask policy changes, and two, we're getting fireworks back. Now let's dive in and elaborate on these a little bit more. Let's start with your face mask policy. Back in the fall, I posted a video of everything you needed to know and what to expect when you went to Disney World during a pandemic. It's now to the point that that video is virtually irrelevant, which is really crazy to say because if you were to ask me then if it would change by now, it was looking grim. But alas, here we are with some new mask policy changes. Now, over the course of the past few months, Disney has made small changes through their mask policy to kind of ease guests into a sense of normalcy. Now, back when the parks first opened, you had to wear your mask everywhere you went unless you were actively eating or drinking and stationary. Now, not too long ago, slightly more progress happened along the mask policy. They were now allowing you to remove your mask in order to take photos, but you needed to make sure that you remained stationary and you put your mask on immediately after the picture was taken. Now, that was a great step because a lot of people were really tired of all of their Disney World pictures being taken with masks on. I don't blame them. There's something about it when you can only kind of see eyes. You don't really see all of the excitement in people's faces when they're at a Disney World park. And then Disney took a pretty big leap from that change to the next phase, which was when Disney said that they were going to allow their guests to remove their masks while in outdoor common areas and on pool decks. Outdoor common areas are what you would think of as like Main Street, U.S.A. Now, while you still needed a mask, essentially the park became one giant relaxation station while you were outdoors in the main areas. And now, this is where the huge change happened to the mask policy at the Walt Disney World Resort. This is also changing at the Disneyland Resort, so this information is pretty transferable. There may be some slight differences, so I highly recommend that you visit both park websites to make sure you're getting the most accurate information, especially if you're watching this video a little bit later after this is posted, because these policies are changing all the time. So now, while you're at the parks, you do not need to wear your mask anywhere except for on public transportation. So if you're jumping in a monorail, a Skyliner, a bus, or a boat, you still need your mask on. Now, these areas in public transportation can get very confined and very congested, which is why Disney is saying you have to wear your mask while you're on public transportation. And they just don't have the time really to make sure they are sanitizing after each and every guest. Well, before Disney was separating party by party, they are now combining parties to fill all available space within their public transportation. So yes, your solo Skyliner days are over. It was luxurious while we had it though, wasn't it? You can check down in the description box below and you'll find the link that'll bring you to the new mask policy in case you are watching this afterwards and it may have changed slightly. Now, there is a little piece of the puzzle that I probably should have mentioned a little bit earlier, and I apologize. However, Disney is asking that if you are not fully vaccinated, that you continue to wear your mask. Now, Disney has no way of asking you full out if you are fully vaccinated. They can't do that. So it's essentially an honor system, and I truly hope that everyone is sticking to this honor system and being very truthful with those around you. It's a safety thing, guys. I really think that it's a great thing to just be honest with each other. So let's continue to protect one another. Now, another huge change to this mask policy is a cast member policy. Now, cast members, whether they were fully vaccinated or not, were still required to wear masks and face shields depending on their line of business. Now, this has changed, which is really exciting for a lot of cast members. All fully vaccinated cast members are now allowed to remove their masks while in the park at outdoor areas. So if you're an attraction attendee, you don't have to wear a mask. If you are working crowd control, you don't have to wear a mask. Security, don't need to wear a mask. If you're outside, you can go maskless as long as you're fully vaccinated. Another great step towards normalcy, and it's a really great thing to include the cast members in these changes. And now it's time for the big news. The huge news. The news that everybody was holding on to hope to hear. Fireworks are coming back to the Walt Disney World Resort. They are coming back in 2 different instances. They're coming in Magic Kingdom for Happily Ever After, and they're coming back in EPCOT for EPCOT Forever in the interim until Harmonious is ready. I think we were all kind of hoping Harmonious would be ready for right now, but we'll take what we can get, right? Now, I had this feeling that they were going to make these changes fairly soon, although we just didn't really know in what capacity these changes would happen. Now, they did announce that there will be no 4th of July fireworks, at least at this point. Subject to change, I suppose, like everything else. As of right now, there's no specialty fireworks planned, which is also including the Disney After Hours Boo Bash. A lot of people are hanging on to hope that they will bring Halloween-themed fireworks to this After Hours event, especially because it's not Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. We don't really know if they're gonna bother with it, but I really hope that they do, just because those tickets are not cheap. So when do the fireworks officially kick off? Another great question. Fireworks are premiering on July 1st of 2021, which is amazing because it's essentially a year since we've had any type of fireworks show at the Walt Disney World Resort. It's actually kind of crazy when you think about it because Disney has had fireworks nightly at their park since 1957, and we've been without it for over a year. That's been a really long time since we've seen Happily Ever After live in person, so how about we take a 40-second break and let's just enjoy it for what it is. Doesn't that just feel so good? So good, and we're going to be able to see this live in less than 2 weeks. Now, Disney was providing virtual screenings and viewings of the Happily Ever After throughout the pandemic. However, God, it's going to be good to be back. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please make sure you give it a big thumbs up and share it out to your friends and family. Also, I hope you enjoyed the new video quality because I got a brand new camera. I'm still toying around with the settings, so it might not be perfect right yet, but we're getting there. Just a friendly reminder, make sure you hit subscribe and click that notification bell so you don't miss any of my videos. Hope to catch you back here on my next video, as well as feel free to come join me on Wednesdays and Saturdays where I do live home streams with you guys and we talk about the Disney news and anything that you guys really want to talk about. So make sure you tune in every Wednesday and every Saturday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Have an awesome day!